It's a good ass vibe, good ass time whenever we link, whenever we meet. Good ass mood, good ass drinks, good ass rap on this good ass beat. It's hot, it don't need a hook, and I got flights I need to book. Good ass rhymes, good ass bars, good ass flow, good ass job, and I'm making good ass dough. I talk what I talk, know what I know, and keep it real. This a good ass show, that gas with Drees and Shell.
Another week, man. It's Friday. I love Fridays. That come to see my guys, man.
Saying
It's your boy 23G said. You already know who in the building. Got my boy.
Shell Trevon here, you know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram, SHELLTREVON. Let's go gas.
I gotta get a little comfortable right now,
Yeah,
man. This kind of been like a little rush right here, so I gotta get myself comfortable to introduce our next guest for this week, man. We got, actually I just came from it. You gotta check out the cut. Yeah, check it out.
My boy fresh, man. That's the first thing I noticed. He came in the door. I was like, oh damn, my boy fresh on a Friday, on a good Friday. You hooked him up? Hooked him up.
Yeah, that's thanks to my guy DJ, man. We got a entrepreneur here. He's a great mentor. I mean, he went through the trials and tribulations. He come out and let the kids not make the same mistakes. So you know that's what we about. We about motivating and sending people in the right direction because we learn from our shit. We still learning. We don't know everything. And it's a great place to sit here and share our experiences and shit like that. So that's what we doing here today, man. Shout out to DJ.
And how? What a better way? I'm saying, sitting down here with your boys, sipping a little something on a Friday, 4th of July weekend. You know what I mean? We gonna turn up.
For sure,
Have a good time, man.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. It's this a first. It's a first. So it's cool though. It's cool. That's man, I'm DJ Mitchell, Coach DJ Mitchell on Instagram, man. Coach DJ Mitchell, MITCHELL DJ. As in
DJ.
Yes, sir.
So here, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but here on this show, man, we gas good ass show. You see in the background,
Yes.
we like to share our experiences. You know, we like to motivate. We like to educate. Because a lot of people is kind of like stuck in their ways and they don't really. I don't know.
Like some people, they're from certain places that's small or whatever. Like we from Philly.
Yeah.
We meet you, and then it's like we all go through the same struggles, or whatever, just in different locations.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we find each other together, and it's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying, you might have went through the same thing that I went through.
Yeah, we related.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what we here to do today, man. Is connect, bond,
Learn some
share
shit.
experiences and all that, man.
Yes, sir.
For real. So you grew up, born and raised in Tampa.
Well, yeah, man. I was actually born in Killeen, Texas, because my pops was in the military.
That sounds familiar. Like
it's I think it's one of the bigger bases out there from my understanding. But I was just born there, so I don't know too much. Yeah,
I think they got like a good football team or something like that. I feel like I heard that name.
In Killeen?
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I think I saw him playing the
You been
state
back there
championship or
since?
something.
Hey man, you know we talk football, man. In Florida football.
Damn. So that's a big debate, like Texas and Florida.
Texas know what it is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize for cutting you off. I just thought I heard of it before.
Yeah, you good. You good. But from right here, man, Tampa, Florida. So I was born in Killeen, Texas, and then the moms didn't want to be in Texas, so she came here, whatever, and yeah, man. So I've been here all my life, Tampa, Florida. Yes, sir.
Damn, that's crazy, yo. Like even when you pulled out, like you got that southern that southern accent hit hard. Like.
Yeah.
Man, what's like the biggest city around there? Do you know?
The biggest city around
Like
here.
around Killeen.
Don't know, bro.
No, nothing about it. Nothing about it. I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, I just know I was born there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I was born on the 4th of July.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
so now your birthday about to come up too?
Yeah, so the birthday Monday, so
happy birthday, dog. Yo,
Yes,
cheers.
sir.
Cheers to that, dog.
Man, this that Buffalo Trace. This is my first time seeing one of that.
Cheers.
Hey, cheers to 34, man. Mm-hmm.
34.
You already know where I got this from. Shout out to CWSpirits.com. Use that promo code.
Gas
promo
5.
code GAS5. Get you a discount. Send it straight to your door.
It's that Buffalo Trace
That's
Kentucky
a
bourbon right
It's a
there.
good bourbon right
Good
there.
bird.
Nice little sip. But you moved to Tampa young.
Yeah, baby.
So you're straight born
Tampa
Oh,
raised,
Tampa,
man.
right, man.
Yes, sir.
So would you say like Tampa team is that's your home? Like
Yeah, man, I'm home team all day. We got a lot of fair weather fans, man. But
yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
was
like
with the
that.
Bucks through the rough times
Man,
and all.
listen, I was with the Bucks when they was the sucker Nils. When we had the orange sickles and all that there. Eric Rett was the running back. Trent Dilford as the quarterback. So yeah, man, it's I'm a diehard Buck, man. I'm a diehard Buck.
That's what's up, yo.
I like the Rays. I don't really watch baseball too tough. You know what I'm saying? But I like the Rays. And then we just lost the championship in hockey.
Mm-hmm.
But them boys are representing for the city. So
For sure.
yeah, it's all good, man. So Champa Bay is what we call it.
I give
man.
it up to y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I give it up to y'all, cause yeah, that's what y'all been for the past couple of years.
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
The Bucks, the Rays, and all that. You got a basketball team that you follow?
No, not really. Cause
No?
basketball ain't the same to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like all the flip flopping and you know what I'm saying, different things like that. I understand guys wanting to win a championship or whatever, but
It's getting weird.
man, it gets
It's
weird,
getting
bro. I wanna see the best play the best.
Yeah.
You feel me? I wanna see the best beat the best. How I know you the best when you wanna go team up? You know what I'm saying? With the number 2 player, the guy they debating about is y'all number 1. I don't wanna see that.
Yo,
So,
and what's going on in Brooklyn right now?
That's what I'm
It's like-
saying,
It's
man.
like a circus, yo.
Yeah, it's too much.
For real. Like they talking about Kyrie barely played, and now KD talking about something he trying to be out. But there is like people saying that he only saying that he trying to be out because
Kyrie.
Brooklyn didn't give Kyrie the money that he was supposed to get.
Oh.
I don't know about
Man,
that.
I don't know about that, but you was talking about you loving the Bucks and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And is that what made you like football? Because I know you played football in high school, then you end up being a coach. We can talk about that later. But is that where the love of the game came from, or where did that love of football come from?
I think so, man. To be honest, I grew up watching the Bucks, and man, my pops was a Buck fan at the time. If you ask him now, he'll tell you that he like champions, he like winners. So you know what I'm saying. So for a long time, he ain't like the Bucks because they weren't winners. You know what I'm saying. So Pop said he like winners, man. But growing up watching the Bucks, man, and you know how it be, going in the backyard throwing the ball with your dad. And my dad's still an athlete. You know what I'm saying. He still play basketball and different things like that. So yeah, he football was his first love, and that's when I
passed it on to you.
He passed it on, yeah. So.
Yeah, that's how I got into it too. For real. I just remember my pop being in the living room watching the Eagles games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was bad at that time too. It was trash, but yeah, that's how I got into football. Same thing.
I did.
No, how you get into football?
Actually, like just being outside playing with people, and then like we used to play. We used to play at school. We used to play like tag or whatever.
Throw a tackle or something.
No, not even with the football. I'm saying without the ball.
Oh,
so
okay,
like we used to play like tag, just like you know
That's
what I
some
mean.
good shit
And
right
like
there,
I never got caught. They was like, yo, we should play football because like you
You were
fast and you
shifty
never
and all that,
get caught.
yeah.
So and like the guy that actually he just got killed recently, my man Brian Gravely, but he's the reason why I play football. He's like, yo, nobody can never catch you. You know if you play like because he played on the football team. He's like, you know if you play on my football team, like they will never catch you. You can score all the touchdowns you want.
Yeah.
And that's literally how I got into him. Like, all right,
Let's do it. Yeah.
You play Little League?
Yeah.
What team you play?
Next time Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah, right across from the Brown Hunter Park, where across from Greg's.
Yeah.
That was our field right there. And then our home field was the Greg's field.
So y'all from the same hood?
No, he from North. I'm from Germantown.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not far. It's
Okay.
not far.
Okay.
Man.
It's actually closer than like we live closer to each other than what? Because you asked us about West Philly. Like West Philly's like farther from us than like Germantown. Germantown and North Philly kind of like right next to each other.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but I never would hang in North Philly. Probably until I never hang in North Philly probably until after high school though. For real.
You with Temple?
Yeah, Temple.
Temple,
Yeah.
Temple University.
Oh,
That's when I
okay.
came to North
Okay.
Philly, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when I found out Drees run the streets like me. I was like, oh, my dog run the streets.
Yeah.
Because I only knew him from playing football. And I was like,
Yeah.
he be in the streets.
Dre's connected.
We hang out. All right, we hang out. We outside.
So you got introduced to the game. You end up going to one of the powerhouses of high school football teams in Florida. You say that, right?
Yeah, Onwood, man. Onwood.
How was that high school experience like?
Love, brother. Love. If that right there, going to Onwood was and I shout out to everybody that was, that went to Onwood or whatnot. But
he was that nigga back then.
Hey,
I could tell.
I had a little sauce.
I could tell he was that
I had a
nigga.
little sauce, man. But no, Onwood was love though. The reason why it was love though was because like when I came in my 9th grade year, I graduated in 2006. So when I came in my 9th grade year, the football team was like really starting to make some noise.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think my freshman year, we lost second round of the playoffs. And then my sophomore year, we won state. My junior year, we won state. My senior year, we lost in state to a dude named Tim Tebow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but I hadn't tore my knee up by that time too. So yeah, I ain't get a chance to play. But going to Onwood though, the reason why I say I really
I didn't know Tim Tebow was from Florida.
yeah he from
Tim
Florida.
Tebow like a guy in Florida.
Yeah,
I know he is because he went to Florida University, but I know he's like born and raised in Florida too.
Yeah, he a Florida boy, man. But it's back, like one of the reasons why I say, man, I appreciate going to Onwood though. It was because it was a lot of alpha males.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for us to go back to back state championship like that, it was a lot of alphas around, bro.
Right.
And so every day was competition. Every day was real. Just being in school or whatever, you couldn't be no slouch.
It made the games easier.
It made the games easier.
Everybody there knew what the goal was.
What the goal was, but see too, and it's when you around a bunch of dudes like that, that's gonna push you to be better or whatever. You not just on the field. You know what I'm saying? You take that in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That same competitive nature, that competitive edge that we had to win those championships and stuff like that. I take that in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's if you were gonna play at Onwood, you had to be on your G. You know what I'm saying? And if you gonna survive out here in this world, you gotta be on your G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same principle. So that's why I say I appreciate, going there. You know.
I actually heard Frank Gore say something about that. Like, Frank Gore went to the University of Miami. At that time, they had like Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, like they was loaded. So
Yeah,
it was
a
like
staple back then.
it was like they had, and even like on defense, offense, like everybody in the NFL went to the University of Miami. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, just being that practice, it was so hard that when we played the games, it was like
It's nothing.
easy.
It's nothing. Yeah.
Damn.
We averaged 50 points a game.
Yeah,
You know what
High
I'm saying?
school.
In high school.
that's how it was
High
like.
school.
Wow.
Word.
That wow, we didn't average like 50.
Yeah, man. We had a joke that we scored more points than the basketball team. Yeah.
But,
man.
like during that time when you was playing, did you know yeah, I'm gonna be a coach, or was it just like something that fell into your lap?
Nah, that the coaching happened due to me getting injured. But I like to coach up my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
So you always been that person.
I always been that dude that, hey man, come on, do it like this, or you know what I'm saying, show a little love. So you know what I'm saying, that's how I played it, man. And so coaching just kind of found their way to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What's some places that you coached at before for the people who don't know?
So when I first started coaching, I coached Little League ball. It was a team called the Forest Hill Raiders. Dude came into the barbershop trying to start a little team, and so I jumped on that because I had tore my knee up my senior year in high school. Senior night, stepped in the dip, tore my knee up, and so I took my ACL, PCL, LCL. So that it was a wrap from there. And so I ain't had the best grade because I like them girls. I used to take girls.
See, I told you,
Stuff
he
like
was
that.
that nigga. Like, he had the distractions.
I had distractions, man. And so, yeah, man. So I ain't had the grades, and so I definitely tried to come back, and just through the whole process with the knee, it was real traumatic. So I wasn't able to come back. And
I got a question for you though.
Talk to me.
So when your senior year and all that going through, like you had your injury,
Mm-hmm.
were they preparing you to go to college and stuff like that? Because where we from, like the schools we were going to, they didn't really teach us that. They didn't really show us that, like going to the next level or how to, like you said, your grades. Like we didn't have people that was like, yo, like focus on this so you can get to the next level, so you could, better your future.
So that's a great question. If I look back at it now, I definitely had, teachers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That'll tell you, hey man, make sure your grades good, this, that, and the third.
I mean, that's teachers.
That's teachers.
That's
That's teachers.
That's real general.
Yeah,
too.
and that's why.
That's real general.
But that's why I gave it like that. Like so I had those people.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came down to football, the one of the things that I feel, this is just my personal opinion. Anybody else can feel different, but what I feel is though, and this is what happens with a lot of coaches. The program was more important than the players. You know what I'm saying?
It was more about the now than like what's gonna happen for you.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me?
Yeah, I get that.
And so you know what I'm saying. So that right there, man. And honestly, just going through that too, because bruh, I took a lot of pride in my physical ability.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying. In high school, I was running a 4.340. I was benching 300. I was running 10 600 meters.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like real speed. You know what I'm saying? And and so when I lost that physical ability, bro, I was depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a real state of depression. As a young man, you take pride in your physical.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? And so a part of that too is what helped me become a football coach and be a good coach, because it's not about it. Now I understand both sides. I do understand your program, because your program is what attracts kids. But at the same time, the kids make the program.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it has to be a balance, and that's one of the things that I try to do when it comes to coaching, bring that balance. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm getting here is like you basically want to fill that void that you didn't get from your coaches, but then still add your knowledge to the game as well.
Most definitely, because a football coach who reaches more young men or more children than coaches do. Who has, you know what I'm saying? So I think Billy Graham, the late pastor Billy Graham, he had a quote or saying or something like that about how coaches, they reach way more people than the average person. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about for me, man. I like to develop these young men, and it's developing your skill set is easy, but developing that mentality, that's what I like to do. You feel me? That's what I like to do.
Man, that's a good thing right there, man. Cause that's hard. Like, and a lot of times kids be like real athletic, and then you got the people that tell them like, you good, you can do this, but it's somebody across the country good as you and putting 100 times more work than you.
Facts.
And you know what I mean? You might be good in your little area that you come from. You might be the best in New Tampa. You might be the best in Tampa, period. But it's 3,000 more cities around. That's you know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's something I like to appreciate kids, because kids get there like big headed, because like people hasn't seen like other kids around, so they see this is like he's the man. Like I see what you do.
Yeah,
I see what you do.
The world is so big though, man.
That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. Like we come from Philly. That's like, you know what I mean. People get big headed, and like you the best in the city. Everybody in the city know that. So you go around, you get the recognition. But it's the world bigger than the city.
Yeah,
it's somebody good as you working 10 times harder. So you gotta actually like put that work in, and that's where like a lot of people where we come from, they fall short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they ain't got that mentality.
And at the same time, it's like at that time in your life, you're a kid, man.
You're a baby. You're
still
a puppy.
You don't even know what steps you should be taking.
Exactly.
To better yourself.
That's
you know
true.
What
That's
I mean?
true. Yeah, that's true fact.
Like in a football coach or having a mentor to like, yo, do this, stay away from this, like fill out this little form, or stay away from the girls.
It go a long way.
It go a long way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's dope that you out here, you know what I'm saying, teaching the kids that now, man, for real, because they need it.
Yes, sir.
They need it, man. Because they could do one small thing and that could change
their life.
Change
your whole life.
You know what I'm saying?
You
already said you mess up your knee.
One play
change your life.
One play changed my whole life.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You going back-to-back state championships. What did that feel like?
That was
winning
love.
a state championship.
Yeah, that was love, man.
In Florida,
God,
in
Florida,
in America.
That was love, man.
Because in Philly, we always looked at the South like, Yo, I don't know how you felt, but I always thought like in Philly is like
I didn't know much.
It didn't come.
I didn't learn much about football.
I always thought that the South was just where it was at in football. So you won a state championship in probably the biggest state in football states.
Yeah, I don't know if you know how like ignorant I was to football. I really didn't know. I just did it because like
You
athletic
good at it.
ability.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
like when I was in 12th grade. I didn't know the difference between D1, D2, and D3.
Yeah.
We had the coaches come talk to us and stuff like that. I really had no idea what they was talking about.
Yeah.
I ain't know my GPA. I ain't know my GPA until my senior year.
Y'all boy, thugging in Philly, huh?
I ain't know my GPA until senior
Like, all my
year.
life, I
dog.
just
crazy.
played,
When the
like-
colleges started to come in, I was like, yo, yeah, you gotta get your GPA. I'm like,
Where's
where
the
is that?
But nah, but
I
see,
remember Bowler was like, well, I think it was Bowler State. They was like, so is this D1 or D2? I'm like, fuck is they talking about? I had no idea what they talking about. I'm just like want to play football. Like I don't know what's going on. I was so ignorant.
We jump around there. What did that feel like though?
I mean, it was love, bro. It was love. Like it was a great experience. We was the first team to bring the championship to Hillsborough County since they desegregated the schools.
Damn.
Or whatever. So and so that was cool, man. So we had the news out there, and you know what I'm saying, was able to be in the parades and all. It was good for like you said, like a young man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You 16, 17 years old, you still a puppy. So, there was a lot of eye candy from being a state champion and a newspaper and different things like that. So it was almost like being a little mini celebrity and you know what I'm saying? I couldn't call myself a celebrity, but the team, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like the movie Remember the Titans.
Yo, it was like that?
How far did y'all travel for the state championship? Like all around the state or like this?
Yeah,
area?
it was. I mean, we was smacking people, so they had to come see us and play us at home. But the first year we won state, we had to go down to Miami, and so we did more traveling. The first year it was Miami, Fort Myers, and stuff like that. And it's a lot of good ball down there, so that was tough. And then the second year we won state, pretty much everything was at home. And then I think the first year we won state, we played the state championship in Gainesville. And then the second year, I think we played it down in Miami in the Dolphin Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So all that was cool, you know what I'm saying, for a young guy, to be able to experience that. And then my senior year, we played in the Dolphin Stadium, I think. But I didn't get to play that game.
Same as her.
Yeah.
What did that feel like?
Maybe one day you can know how to feel to play for a championship.
It's over.
Nah, it ain't over, man. You gonna get on in the red
maybe beer pong championship or something like that. You know what I mean?
You gotta get it how you live.
Yeah, so you never do it feel like you get a championship. I feel bad for you. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
So what did the loss feel like?
The loss of the championship.
Because I know you didn't play, but like, did you feel like
man,
you let your team down, or like you wish you?
Speaking of that, after you answer, I got a question for y'all. This is a general question.
Yeah. The loss hurt. You know what I'm saying? But it more so hurt because I couldn't play. You know what I mean? I got hurt this senior night, last game of the season. Coach was like, listen, I'm gonna put the starters back in. We scored a touchdown. I'm gonna take the starters out. We went in.
That's crazy.
We went in.
That happened to me. I don't know if you knew that.
Nah, I didn't know that. Bro, that what happened, bro. We went in, we ran the ball the first play. The next play, they called my number, jet sweep. Boom, I told you I was fast. I'm hitting down the sideline, step in the dip, dislocate my knee, and it was a wrap from there. So,
I didn't even ask that question. What positions did you play?
Running back.
And I played slot receiver and running back. So we ran a wing T.
We
And
ran
I ran wing
T.
too. So so I wanted a wing backs, and then we went
He was a
spread.
wing back.
That's crazy. Dre living my life.
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's why me
You
and my
came to
boy.
Florida.
That's why me and my boy connect like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, the facts. Yeah.
I played the line. I was a nigga pulling the block for him on the sweeps.
Man, listen, man. And how much you weighed?
At that, me?
Yeah.
At that time, I was probably like 250, 240.
I was finna say, but Philly ball different. If you was an offensive line,
Yeah, dog.
Alright, but 250 now, okay, I understand that.
But I was still, but that's why I had to stop playing offensive lineman though, because everybody was getting taller. I was staying the same. But like if you was my height, then I was stronger than you. But if you was taller, then I was faster than you. So it was like
you had advantage either way.
I had advantage either way. But once we started getting to like the All-Star games, and it was like I was playing against everybody that was about to go to college. It was like, yo, everybody was 6'5" and 300. It was like I can't do that with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You played against Earl Watford at Gretz.
Yeah. And he was like 6'5".
But I got a question for y'all. Like, if y'all competitors for sports, would you rather like lose in a championship or be the worst team in the league? Like, which hurt more?
Wait, say that again?
Like in any sport, we can talk about football. If you lose like every game, you're the worst team in the league. Or would you rather lose? You come so close and you lose.
I'm gonna say lose in the championship.
Yeah.
And the reason why it hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they know you ain't no dough man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
listen. When they scheduling your team for homecoming games, you know what's the problem.
You gotta respect me.
Yeah,
like,
you
when
gotta
I walk in
respect
the room,
me, you know
like,
what I'm
you
saying?
gotta respect me.
So it wouldn't matter if y'all was the worst team in the league. Like y'all was 0 for 16 or some shit.
That
like
would bother me. That would bother me. That would bother me, yo, for sure. That would bother me.
Like every game you get blown out by 50,
or
you lose in the championship.
Bro,
I'm losing in the championship.
Yeah, losing in the championship.
I'm losing in the championship.
Every game you like, yo, DJ, how was your game?
Nah,
we lost by 50.
you gotta take that long bus ride home. It's like, man,
ain't no getting used to that.
So I'm saying, which one is worse though? Like
you getting clowned the whole time, the whole season. You getting clowned.
0-16 worse.
All right, then.
It's worse. It's worse.
If you go 0-16 every game, like, yo, what happened this week? Yeah, man, you got blown.
You know what happened. That's what the answer gonna be. You know what happened, dog. Don't even talk to me right now, like, you know what I mean?
So I want to know, like, what would be worse? I was thinking about that the other day, like, damn, what would be worse? Be the worst team in the league, the laughing stock, getting blown out every game, or you get so close, you work so hard to get to this point and you lose. I know both hurt. So
I think getting close and losing get old, but it get old after a while. Mm-hmm. You feel me? You done lost in the championship 3 times. Nine. Yeah, it's time to do something different. But
no, I mean like one season. We talk about one season.
Nah, but
break down one season. You 0-16 or how many games?
I'm taking
12.
I'm taking the championship loss.
Because you make it there, and you lost.
No, I'm taking that.
Yeah,
because I made it there.
I made it there.
Yeah, I made it there.
Yeah, I think that hurt.
Hey, and then look, not to be selfish, but we ain't lose because of me. You feel me? Yeah, so nah.
Hey, yo, I had this question because like after the Lightning game, I was like, yo, they came so close. They was 2 games away from the championship, and you worked so hard to get there. It's like you so close. But I remember like when I first, cause I came from Del Valle University where we won the championship there every year. They still win the championship. Then I went to Cheney, and our first game, the first game we lost. This is my first. I never got on a bus and lost before, so it was my first time getting on a bus and we lost. And I remember like being like I was crying because I don't fucking like losing. And these niggas on the bus regular. And I'm like, how y'all on the bus regular? We got blown out by like 30.
So we know that y'all ain't lose because of you. It was on them niggas. It wasn't you.
I was on the bus crying like.
It might have been a little bit on them.
It could have. But Drew said he was pressured.
I like that now. That was the first touchdown. I told you I remember every touchdown I gave up. I gave him a touchdown on that jump.
For real.
Boy, I told you he hit the act like he was going for the fade. As soon as I turned my hips, as soon as he put his hand up for the fade, the fake face guard.
He broke off. Yeah.
Got that sling.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I remember I got scored on 3 times in college. I remember every single play.
Damn.
Like I remember that shit.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I know you're a real competitor.
It's all good. You played it. I ain't played it.
But yeah, so you also a mentor. You a leader at your church. You know, you mentor these younger guys, stuff like that. I heard you talking in a barbershop to a younger guy. You was talking about like planting seeds because like all the bad seeds. I don't remember this conversation, man.
Man, I just told somebody the other day.
Yeah, we had this conversation where you know. You made a lot of mistakes in life, and he's like, it basically catch up with you. You know what I mean? If you keep planting good seeds, good shit gonna happen for you. If you keep doing the things that you know you ain't supposed to be doing, when you get time to shine, it's gonna be something bad is gonna happen.
Yes, sir.
So even like, I know you had a lot of conversations. A lot of people come through the barbershop. You know, you cut a lot of hairs and stuff like that. There's a lot of different conversations all day after day. You just want to talk about a little bit how you just have conversations with the young men and how you trying to lead them in the right direction. Yeah, man.
It's for me. I'm a God-fearing man, right? So that's first thing first. That's principle for me. And so I think that when it comes down to the youth, and it everything boils down to principle. And so one of the things that I tell the youth is just a principle. If I plant an orange seed and I put it in the ground, I give it. Now, look, this Florida.
Yeah,
we produce oranges here. So let's add that too. So if I get an orange seed, I put it in the ground, good soil, give it sunlight, give it water. I don't gotta pray for it to grow.
Yeah, that thing gonna bloom.
It's gonna do what it do.
Right.
And that's just on principle. You know what I'm saying? So me being young, I went to church, grew up going to church and all that there, and I prayed about a whole lot of stuff. That ain't go right. You understand what I'm saying? But what I found out was that I had a lot of so-called faith or belief, but I wasn't applying principle to my life. And so you know what I'm saying? Everything starts with principle. And so what I try to tell the young boys is as simple as that right there. If you plant good seed, man, you're gonna reap a good harvest. But if you plant negative seeds, then you're gonna reap a negative harvest. You know what I'm saying? And so if we can look at life like every decision that we make is a seed, that changed the game right there. You feel me? So I can go and you know what I'm saying, I could be hurting. I could be down on bit. You know what I'm saying? I need some money. And I can go get me some hard or something like that and go sell some hard. That's a seed. That's a seed. Right. Regardless of how I see it, whatever. And if I go and that night I go make me 5-10 grand, that's cool. But if they catch me, the seed that I sowed, it produced the fruit that it was gonna produce. Right. And that's nothing that you gotta pray about, you gotta ask God about. You know, that's all on you. That's just all on you. Now here's the thing, and I tell people this too, because I gotta throw this in. I got my Yahweh shirt on and all that. That's in the bourbon. But but I gotta tell people this too, like, you feel me? God is law and principle. That's what God is. You understand what I'm saying? If I plant a seed, I don't got to pray for it to grow. That's what God is. You understand what I'm saying? We a lot of times people get spooky and different things like that, and that's why church folks be frustrated, religious folks be frustrated, and different things like that. And if you look deeply into their life, it's a lot of times they're not applying principle to their life. And that's what happened with me, bro. I ain't apply a lot of principle. There was a lot of things that I thought I was just going to get just because I believed it or whatever, or I thought that I was going to get just because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a pretty cool dude and different things like that. But then I negated principle in certain areas. You understand what I'm saying? And so now that I know that, it's imperative that I teach that to the youth. It's imperative that I teach that to my son. You know what I'm saying? If you study, that's planting good seed. Studying, what kind of harvest is you going to produce from studying? Some good grades. Some good grades. It's just 2 + 2 is 4. That's principle. And so everything that I try to give the youth, and anybody that I'm dealing with, I'm always gonna give you principle. My feelings could sound good, but if they ain't principle, then they just exactly what they is. They feelings. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times, man, we got a lot of boys that single parent households, you know what I'm saying, raised by just their mom, no father figure, and different things like that. And that's no knock on no female. You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of young men. We got a lot of men in general that's very emotional. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times our emotions, they take over our logic, and then we go to making these decisions, and then a lot of times depression in men come from we know we better than where we currently are at. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? The times that I've been depressed, it wasn't because I wasn't a top-notch dude. I always been top-notch. Right. But I made bad decisions. You understand what I'm saying? And I know I'm better than where I'm at. So that's where the depression come in, and that's when I learned. You gotta start applying principle to life. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is with me.
Do you guys like usually get together and play basketball or do things like that?
Man, we COVID changed the game, brother.
Oh man, cause I was waiting for y'all to we can play basketball, cause I would have given y'all some of that fully. Yeah, we got.
I believe it. I believe nigga gonna fire the hell out of that though. He's like, hey,
you all talking. You my man, dog. I'm gonna hype you up.
I'm saying, I cooked you a couple of times, so it's like, no, I'm playing.
Yeah. Nah, man, COVID changed the game. Like, we was doing barbershop basketball games and different things like that. And, bruh, I knew COVID was real when you ride past the past the paw, and they done took the goal. They done took the rim off the backboard. Like, golly. You feel me? So
they did that in Philly too.
bro, it was crazy. So you know what I'm saying? So that changed the game. But we was doing barbershop basketball games and stuff like that, man, and trying to get the community involved. And just ever since we kind of came back, the barbershop hasn't been the same. It's been good, but it hasn't been the same. And people are so fearful of the COVID.
Same as what?
The vibe in the barbershop, man. People are so scared of being around other folks because of germs and stuff like that. They I don't know if you noticed, Drees, like today was Friday, but when you come to the shop, man, like you'll think that everybody got an appointment. Like we used to be, it was way more walk-ins. You know what I'm saying? You come to the barbershop, it might be 15 dudes and they're just talking, kicking the bobo, but now...
Yo, shout out the barbershop.
Yeah, hey man, Sheer Excellence Barbershop. So on IG, it's The Sheer Excellence. The Sheer Excellence. T-H-E, not D-A. So T-H-E, Sheer Excellence. S-H-E-A-R, Excellence. So
pull up.
That's what it is. The Sheer Excellence. Yeah, pull up, man. 4707 East Bush Boulevard, Tampa, Florida, 33617. Hey, that sounds cool, man. Hey, let me freestyle.
Look, you getting used to it.
That's my commercial slide.
Straight up. You gonna get the barbershop right, man.
Yeah, no fact.
All right.
But man, we I mean, so we still got some guys that come through, man, and come kick it. But I guess just like everything, man, things change.
Things change.
So the atmosphere is still good. It's still love. But I know that it wasn't how it used to be.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's genuinely because people don't want to be in crowds. They don't want to be around 10, 15 other folk, you know what I'm saying, because of this COVID and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? So
how did the COVID personally affect you, like as the barbershop way?
Man.
Like, did you ever think you'd be able to open the barbershop back up when it first shut down?
Man, listen, bro. For me, COVID was a blessing. and the reason why though, because I had to transition from a job that I was already on, and so I was cutting like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I was cutting, and so I was doing maintenance in a little private school, and so I stepped out to come to the barbershop full time to work with Pops. You know what I'm saying? So the barbershop is family owned. My dad and I had the barbershop this year made 22 years.
Yeah, congratulations,
man. Appreciate that. Black business, support black business.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
22 years, that's a big deal, man. You know, white folks start coming and swoop it up from you.
For real. Hey, for real. So the gentrification is real. But man, 22 years, and so man, I my pops, he was in there by himself. So man, I stepped out and I went full time, and so. As I was in the process of building my clientele, that's when COVID hit. So I'm like, yeah, dog.
Right.
But I went mobile. You know what I'm saying? Because they shut all the shops and stuff down. And so I went mobile, bro. And mobile, man, I killed the game. You got dudes was out here really, man, they was charging $100 a cut.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, talking about, COVID and this, that, and the third. Listen, I ain't hurting for no money. I ain't hungry for no money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that. I'm hungry for some money, but I'm not. Money ain't everything. Listen, man, relationships is the best currency that you can have. You feel me? So as I went mobile, man, I'm out here mobile. I was cutting and different things like that. A lot of people, their barbers wasn't cutting, and so man, I had me a little car. I had a little like a little portable barber chair. So man, I'll take my chair out the car. Man, when I come to your house, boy, I'm official. I got my bag, I got everything. I can spin you around in the chair. We ain't just gotta sit here in the chair and I gotta dance around your head. I'm spinning you around and all that, man. So I had a lot of folks, man, I cut better than they barber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just like, man, listen, so when they let us go back into the barbershop, man, it changed the game for me. I used to be waiting on walk-ins, now I'd be booked up.
How you find it?
It's a long story. I mean, we cool with the same people.
Yeah, mutual friends.
You like, you cut hair? Yeah, I cut hair. All right.
Yeah. Hey, Drees came through, I glassed him.
Yeah. Yo, I seen him because we used to go to the same barber. You know what I'm saying? I seen Drees. He was like, yeah, I went to another barber.
At that time, he was closer.
I was like, yeah, boy, sharp.
Yeah, he used to cut my pop hair and he lived there too.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And it's something about being a second generation barber that soup you up a little bit. Yeah.
So you was talking about your son earlier. You coach your son.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Man, listen, man. My son, I think what is IG? Certified K4. But my son, man, bruh, and I ain't saying this because it's my son. If it was somebody else's kid, bruh, he's special, bro. Yeah. He's special, man. Just got his last report card, straight A's, 1B.
You schooling? You keeping him?
And I give him G because, listen, I grew up with my dad, but my dad had a lot going on. So a lot of times it felt like I was by my dodo. You know what I'm saying? So you know, me and my partners raised us.
Right.
Now I had now I can't negate that my dad didn't give me great wisdom because he did that. You feel me? Like he really, really did that. You know what I'm saying? But Pops was a lady man at back then too. You feel me? So he chasing the females and stuff like that, and I'm at the house bringing them around. You know what I'm saying? And so
like father, like son.
Like father, like son in a sense, man. And so you know, so a lot of stuff, man. I kind of had to develop and learn on my own in certain situations, man. And so you know what I'm saying? Even like you asked me earlier about, you know, somebody to talk to and different things like that. If you were to pull up my numbers in high school, I had great numbers. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have anybody there to defend me when I got my knee. When I tore my knee up, you know, this just being 100. My pops ain't come talking to the coach to see what's up. My mom did. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And that ain't no knock on my pops or nothing like that. That's just keeping it. Yeah. Just keeping it a buck. And so like, man, well, my son, bro, my who else gonna teach him?
Right. You
know what I'm saying? It's
who better to teach
him? Everything that I've been through, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I gotta give that young man. I have to. And so, like all this stuff that we talk about with print, that I said about principle and different things like that, he get it firsthand. And then, but the flip side of that is, I remember one day, check this. I remember one day, man, we on IG, and I was showing my son this workout. So Buddy, I don't know who it was at the time, but Buddy had a mean physique, look good, he getting it in. And so I showed my son, man, I'm like, hey man, check this out, man, look at this here. Man, I felt lame as hell after I had showed with my son.
What you say?
No, he was cool. He was like, yeah, that's a mean workout. But the reason why I felt lame is because, man, I was showing my son another dude.
Yeah.
Man, but it's my son. You feel me? So it was just like, and so that's what I'm saying. Like that's how I look at it.
Makes you want to like go out there and
you feel me? So like now, bro, we do pull-ups every day.
That's dope.
Every day. And so now he see Pops get up there, and I could, you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing the muscle ups just yet, but I'm decent. I'm getting there. So
that's dope.
So bro, so it's stuff like that, man. Like I can't preach this knowledge and this, that, and the third,
and not be about
it. That ain't even. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? He's gonna remember that for the rest of his life, yo.
Always.
For real. My pop used to take me before I went to high school. Mm-hmm. My pop used to wake me up at like 6, 7 in the morning, and we would go to the track and go run. I still to this day wake up early in the morning and go
get it in.
For real.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with me. But the thing is, I didn't even realize it until like I think we was on here talking. I was like, yo, the reason why I wake up early because my days wake me up early and goes like.
And this would be in the summertime when everybody was asleep, ready to play video games and stuff like that.
Nigga, fuck the summertime. My days do that shit before school.
Before school?
Yes.
See,
yes. But I used to be mad as hell at that time.
But now, like you say though, and if you look at all us, you can tell we ain't no slouches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, man, listen, and so I said all that about my pops. But growing up, what I seen my pops, remember I said he was in the military. He did his little time in the military and stuff like that. But man, growing up, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, man, I seen my pops jog to the YMCA. It was probably about a mile away. So he'd run to the Y, play 4-5 games of basketball, lift weights, then come jog back home and go stand up in the barbershop all day.
All day.
My dad, to me, my pops was a superhero.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so. And then even in that, you know what I'm saying? I remember I know my pops a lion, bro. So when I see him and I look at him like that, my son got to
He's
see the
still
same
trying to
thing. Nah, he ain't. He ain't ready.
I don't know. You know, he's still struggling.
He look good though. He look good. He look good.
For
real? Yeah, he look good. Yeah, he look good, man. Pops out.
Alright, Pops. Alright, Pops.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna test it. I ain't gonna test it. But I'm ready though.
Right.
Yeah.
So you already know, you mean, what you doing for your son is gonna stick, man.
Yeah.
So you gotta come to a game, man. You gotta come to a game.
Y'all boy gotta
For
pull
sure.
up. Drees pulled up, man, and that's love. Drees, I wanna say this too while we on air and all that stuff, man. Drees a solid dude, so it ain't just podcast stuff. You know what I'm saying? We be in the barbershop talking about these basketball players and all this here, and people be so high on these celebrities and they act like, bro, we don't know them folks.
Right.
They cool on TV. We don't know them in real life. But one thing I can say about Drees, hey man, where y'all playing at this week? He gonna pull up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's 30, 40 miles away, I'm like, man, what Drees doing here? He pull up. You know what I'm saying? My wife got a soap business and a Queendom's Beauty on IG, a Queendom's Beauty. So
it's worth it.
You pull that up, man. She got soap and body butters and all type of skin.
We got the
wave sticks and all, man. I had to cut Drees hair so I couldn't get fresh before the show, but it's all good. But
waves for the brothers too.
Yeah, we got it all.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get my waves back, yo. I just cut my curly off, man. I'm trying to get my waves back.
I'm used to products and everything like that. Let me tell you the difference between like their products and like store-bought products.
Tell them, Drees.
Where I used to love Bath and Body Works soap because it smells so good. But like literally, as soon as I get done, my skin be ashy, it be itchy. Like I gotta put lotion on right away. With that, it's like your skin feels so smooth and like moisturized where you don't even need the lotion.
Silky.
Yeah, it like makes your skin like turn like a lot of people be having like patches and stuff in their skin. It turns your skin all one color. It's like
we doing some promos. We gonna do some promos.
It's like this. Let me give it to y'all straight.
It's for real. I'm
When
like,
Drees-
that's a real experience. Like we never even talked about it.
Hey, when Drees got the soap, his lady decided to lock him in, man. So that tell you everything, man. That tell you everything.
You see a dirty little ashy.
You know I gotta mess with my dog.
He's like, all right. I could deal with it. You know what I'm saying? He start rubbing his ashy feet on her. He's like, all right, I got it.
You got the haircut thing.
Yeah.
Haircut days is the best thing.
That's the best thing. For real. That is a holiday.
Like, yeah, who that walk through the door?
Yeah, that is a holiday.
It's me. Yeah, that's how it supposed to be too. Yeah.
So you teaching your son right, man. You showing him the ways. You know what I'm saying? Follow. You gonna show him all the things that you wish you did do. You gonna tell him to not do or to do. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
he could had a best future for himself. You know what I'm saying?
So we want to thank you for coming on today, man. Before we go, I want to shout out to got this Buffalo Trace, man. I like this. Is my first time trying it. I get this motherfucker. I might like the over Makers. You know, I was a big Makers 46 fan. I think I like that over Makers.
Hey, he's smooth,
You
bro.
can find that.
He's smooth. That's a
You can
good
find that
word.
from CWSpurs.com. Use that promo code.
Gas 5.
Yes, sir.
Buffalo Trace.
Man.
Also, you can find a little better too. You want to lay hangovers? The hangover preventer is right in front, a little better, man. Shout out to them. They on CW Spurs as well. Use that promo code so you get some money. Free shipping when you spend $125. So you build that bar up. Make sure you build that bar up, man. That's what I do.
Gas 5.
Yeah, you got your boy 233 here. We got
Shell Trevon, man. Instagram SHELLTREVON.
and we got our special guest.
Coach DJ Mitch, man. Coach DJ Mitch on Instagram. Yes,
Happy
sir.
birthday, dog. Happy birthday, man.
And also
Hey,
the shop too.
Yeah, at The Sheer Excellence, man. At The Sheer Excellence and at The Queendom's Beauty on IG. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. We got DJ in the building.
Hey.
Let's go. Gas.
Look, I gotta win, cause not winning that ain't like me. And Mitch not winning, boy, that's highly unlikely. Cause anytime I'm in it, damn right, I'm gonna like me. 5-man swag, plus I'm cooler than some iced tea. Pimp game flawless, keep it tighter than a white tee. I train mine. Had these niggas, they tryna white freaks. I'm telling you how my life be. Why your girl like me? Freshest on the scene, plus I shine like a white tee. Check my skilo, I'm living by the G code. I'm so fly, them women yelling, where did he go? Baby daddy hating cause his son called me hero. But I wish the nigga would, cause in my trunk is Home Depot.
Hey! Let's go! Pull up!
Hey!
Pull up! We ready!
It be urgent, little buddy get surgeon.
Hey.
Got so many cuts on my wrist, I need a surgeon. Ocean blue car 22, keep me surfing. Zestfully clean streets, I'm fresher than detergent.
Hey.
Ain't I like me, I even like my haters flirting. But man, I love me for all these haters that be lurking.
Yeah.
Real recognize real if it ain't real close to curtain.
Let's go.
Sick and tired of phonies and I'm real close to bursting. Cause boy, I'm getting full while these other dudes thirsty. Red Bull gave me wings like Mishnah had surgery. Unique on the beat. My flow, I spit it perfectly. I ran with Mike Myers. How the hell you gon' murder me? Do I like me? Damn right, most certainly. Stand out like bright green while these dudes is dark burgundy. Don't make a tight squeeze. My name is Mr. How you heard me? Hey,
I think I probably
heard me.
Hey, let's go, DJ.
Like
You're in the building. Let's go.
Let's go.
I wasn't expecting that, dog. I wasn't expecting that. My dog.